In today's video, I'll discuss one trick to solve 3 probable questions of compulsory English. Hi, I'm Sanjeev, and you all are welcome to my channel. The major trick is transformation. Look at this transformation and try to memorize it because we'll be applying it in the exercises throughout the video. If you have is MR in the question, it changes into be. Was were into have been. Verb 1 and verb 5, that's present tense, turns into verb 1. And past tense, simple past tense, that is verb 2, turns into have plus verb 3rd. You can even stop the video here for a few seconds and you had better memorize it. Once again, I repeat. Let's begin with hearsay. In examinations from Unit 15, you get the question like, rewrite the following sentences using supposed to. So how do we do it? If this question comes, which is very likely, then first you remove this expression from the questions. Remove the expressions like people say that, apparently, I'm told that, I've heard that. First step is to remove this expression. And then what about the structure? How do we use supposed to? We start with the subject and we always use the verb is MR before supposed to, and after supposed to we go with be if there is MR in the question. Remember the transformation? Yes. Was were in the case of, if we have was were, then we go with have been. Verb 1 if there is verb 5 or verb 1 in the question, and have plus verb 3rd if there is verb 2 in the question. Let's see one example, okay? Some question is very simple again in examination. The question says, rewrite the following sentences using supposed to. People say she is mad. And you can notice here, you have to remove the expression people say and change is into be. And the answer is, people say she is mad. She is supposed to be mad. I'm told he was the thief. Remove the expression I'm told, and was, as you have here the structure, as we have even already seen in transformation, into have been. I'm told he was a thief. He is supposed to have been a thief. And finally, apparently they went to Paris. Remove apparently from the question. Went is past tense, and we change past tense as you can see in the structure, and you can remember transformation into have plus verb 3rd, and the answer is they are supposed to have gone to Paris. These are the questions from your textbook which says change the following below using supposed to. Change the following sentences below using supposed to. Number 1, apparently elephants have very long memories. You remove apparently in question number 1, people say in question number 2, they say in question number 3, apparently in question number 4, and they say in question number 5. And you have the verb like have, is, similar here, is, was, and is. And we already know how to convert them, how to change them. So I just like to show you the answer. Elephants are supposed to have very long memories. Have long memories. Number 2, people say it is unlucky to walk under a ladder. Remove people say, and the answer is it is supposed to be, because of is, we are going with be. It is supposed to be unlucky to walk under a ladder. Number 3, they say there is a monster in Loch Ness. Remove they say, and you change is into be once again. There is supposed to be a monster in Loch Ness. Number 4, apparently Marilyn Monroe was an insomniac. So you can change it as Marilyn Monroe is supposed to have been an insomniac. Been is missing here in the answer. Please supply been also because we changed was into have been. So been is missing, typing error, you understand that. And number 5, they say the universe is expanding all the time. Remove they say, and the answer is the universe is supposed to be expanding all the time. I think we don't have any problem with the word insomniac, a kind of disease in which a person does not feel sleepy at night. Okay, that was all about the first one. So trick was again important. The transformation was important. Now, second question, probable question, is from Unit 7, Deductions and Explanations. And in exam, you get questions like, rewrite the following sentences using must, can't, may, or might. So if it comes, what do you do? Okay, first, where do we use must, can't, may, and might? If we see the questions beginning with I am sure, and if the question is positive, we go with must, and if the question is negative, we go with can't. Similarly, in the case of statement beginning with perhaps or maybe, if it is positive, may or might, and if it is negative, may not or might not. In this very exercise, we can use any may or might. There is no difference at all. Okay, let's see one example. And one more thing, when you write the answer, remove the expressions. I'm sure you cross it out. We do not write them in the answer. Perhaps, maybe, we do not include them in the answer. Okay, let's see the example. I'm sure he's a boy. I'm sure he was not coming. So you can see the first one is positive. So we remove the expression I'm sure. And we change is into, remember transformation, be, very good. Was into, remember transformation, have been, very good. So the answer is, he must be a boy. I'm sure it's negative. So you start with he and you have was. And if you still remember a transformation, it is have been. And the answer is, he can't have been coming. Coming to this side, first question is positive. So perhaps he was going to cinema. She may have been going to cinema. Perhaps he is not coming. She may not be coming. And these are the questions from your textbook. Let's see. I'm sure he is working. We cross out I'm sure. We remove it. We start with he and we change is into be. And I'm sure is positive. So the answer is, he must be working. Perhaps he was listening. Perhaps was. So we change was into have been. It is positive. So the answer is, he might have been listening. Number 3, perhaps he went home. She might have gone home. Went past tense, verb 2 turns into have plus verb 3rd. And number 4, I'm sure she was not at work. She can't have been at work because it is I'm sure, but it is different from question number 1 in the sense that question number 1 is the example of positive sentence, whereas question number 4 is the example of negative sentence. So in the case of I'm sure negative, we are going with can't, and was turns into have been. And last number, I'm sure he is not French, exactly like number 4, but here we have the use of be is, and we change is into, right, be verb. He can't be French. Now, finally, the last exercise from Unit 2, appear in SIM. One of the frequently asked questions in board examination. Again, the question is same, the pattern is same. Rewrite the following sentences using SIM. Okay, so if it comes, what do we do? Let's begin with the structure. We begin with subject, then we have SIM 2. After SIM 2, what do we say? Yes, the same one. If we have is MR in the question, be. If we have was were in the question, have been. If we have present tense, verb 1 or verb 5 in the question, verb 1. And if we have past tense, verb 2, then we change it into have plus verb 3rd. And one more, the negative of seems to is does not seem to. Okay, and these are the questions from the textbook. Rewrite the following sentences using seem. He is very friendly. He is your subject. He seems to. Then you have E, change it into be. He seems to be very friendly. Number B, he is not very rich. He does not seem to be very rich. Number C, he is happily married. He seems to be happily married. Oh, look at question number A, B, and C. We have is. That's very simple. Therefore, we have been using be, again, be here too. Likewise, number D, he is some kind of businessman. He seems to be some kind of businessman, and he watches, that's verb 5 present tense. He watches television a lot. He seems to watch television a lot. This brings us to the end of the video. And one more we have. He has lived a very interesting life. He seems to have lived a very interesting life. This much for today. If you have not subscribed my channel yet, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.